Okay, here we're looking at creating a drawing, and we're going to use an orthogonal drawing or produce it from a design that we've already made. And this is the 3D design and the rendering that we've created. We're going to go to render and then to drawing and from a design. The dialog box will open up, and we need to make sure that we choose ISO, International Systems Organization, millimeters, and I'm going to change the orientation to a landscape orientation for my drawing. Okay, the drawing canvas will appear. Your drawing will load up, and it'll have a ready-made default title block on the right hand side. You're going to see that you need to choose a base view. See that base view there? The base view will be what we call the front view, but it's not the shape that I want. I want it to sit up so I can see the large area, so I'm going to change the default orientation from front to top. The reason for that is because it orientates itself from the spin block on the 3D drawing that we created. So I'm going to place it there, left click, mouse button click, and change the scale. The scale is a little bit too small for me. I'll just type it in at 1.5 to 1. That's better. Now it's not quite sitting in the right position, so I can choose to grab that center button there. Of course, once I click OK to get rid of that dialog box and place the object, grab the center button, drag the base view to where I want it, there, and then I'll do some projected views. So left click on projected views, just come down across and touch on your object and lift up, and you'll get your top view. Left mouse button click when you got it where you want it, and then bring across to get your right hand side view. Left mouse button click to when you have where you want that. Now I'm going to bring out to an angle to create an isometric view just because I can, and it's so easy to do. Left mouse button click and then hit escape when you've done all that. And there are your views, as easy as that. And if you want to move them or position them, we're going to create some dimensions. So click the dimension button and then hover over two lines between which you want to create a dimension. Just bring your mouse cursor up and then left click to place your dimension. So I'm going to do the width of the object now, draw it across. Bring your dimensions outside of the object so they don't clutter up the internals. And you can do, I'm going to do a circle now. I really would like to place a center mark inside that circle. So go up to geometry and then go to center mark, and then select the circle that you want to place a center mark within. It's always useful to have that. Left click and there is your center mark. Now to dimension a circle, choose the dimensioning tab, go down to center diameter, select the circle and just draw your mouse cursor out, and you'll place a dimension where you need it to be. Remember to try and keep it outside the bounds of the object. For the sake of it, we might try and also organize to do some other dimensions. So the idea is that you don't double up on dimensions that's unnecessary. Try and avoid that. It just clutters the drawing. Any small little tiny areas you're not sure about, just click on those two and the dimensioning number will be placed to the side of the dimensioning lines. Alright, we're going to do some dimensioning lines for the height of our text and maybe the width of our text as well. Okay, so the object is pretty well dimensioned. You can keep on going if you want to do any more specific dimensions, but that you can choose to if you want to. You can play with your isometric drawing and do some dimensions there as well, but really I wouldn't recommend it. The primary reason you'll use your dimensions will be for your orthogonal drawing. Okay, so overall the next thing probably that you might want to do is save your object. So go up to the save file menu there and click save and give it a name. Make sure it's a name that gives it a date or some kind of code, so you don't say final design, because every design's final design until you do the next one. And then choose where you want to place it. Now you'll get cloud storage. with Autodesk, and you can set up folders and files, and just underneath the viewing area there you'll see there's a blue edge, a tip of a blue box, and next to that it says a new folder. You can set up new folders if you like and place your designs inside those folders, and you can share them quite easily with other people. Okay, so that's about it. Well done. I want you to create for me an orthogonal drawing and submit it on the Google Classroom portal of your Keytag.